Let's go back to those reports of fresh airstrikes overnight near the Turkish border with Syria. You can go to our correspondent Rami Rahayem, who joins us from that border now. Rami, I hope you can hear me. What more information are you getting about these reports of fresh airstrikes in the past few hours?
Well, the impression you get standing here, which is the closest we could ever get so far to Kobani, which is behind me, is utter confusion. You can see perhaps behind me a family crossing over, women and children just now crossing over back into Syria. We spoke to the men who earlier were gathering at this point, asking them why are people going back in there, and they said to fight. So we asked, why did they go out in the first place? They said to bring their families out. So after that, we started seeing families crossing back in again. So there seems to be a state of confusion among the refugees themselves as to exactly what the situation is inside Kobani.
What about the Turkish authorities? Because in previous days, not only have they been overwhelmed by the numbers coming out, they've tried to stop people going back into Syria to fight, haven't they?
They have, and there's more confusion there regarding the Turkish government policy. We don't know why they stopped the movement across the border, and we don't know why they open it again. Yesterday, for example, there were clashes further north in the town of Suruj, where many Syrian Kurdish refugees are gathered. The refugees themselves said they had the intention of heading back into Kobani, and the Turkish authorities would not allow them, and there were clashes, and the Turkish police used tear gas. We also don't know what exactly the Turkish government is thinking when it opens the border and what it's thinking when it closes the border.
And do we know any more about the origin of the warplanes that are meant to have attacked close to Kobani overnight?
Absolutely not. We have not the slightest idea, and it's all speculation. And the fact is, when you talk to people here, obviously they have very little means of knowing the Turkish which planes were targeting these areas. They are also very skeptical of the Turkish role. They remain skeptical of the Turkish role. They've been saying since the start that Turkey has played a role in their displacement. We also don't know how true that is, whether or not that is true. What Turkish policy now is after the release of the Turkish hostages, everything is vague and unclear.
Rami Rahayem, for the time being, thank you very much indeed. Indian scientists